The perfect ministry planner does not exist, but that doesn't mean you cannot create the most appropriate one. I'm Chad Brooks, and for the last 10 years, I have stewarded Productive Pastor, a community focused on strategic ministry through healthy productivity. And I want to talk with you about the planner dilemma. Number one, if you've wasted time and money always trying to find the perfect planner for ministry, and you've always found yourself disappointed and realizing that there's just nothing out there that fits what you need for your ministry. But the second thing, if you love analog, but a blank notebook is not good enough for you, and any sort of pre-existing system has a structure that doesn't work or it leaves you wanting. And if you're not analog, if you're a digital person, I've used this exact same strategy for 5 years with using an iPad app or with a Remarkable tablet. It can be done there too. And third, if ministry is difficult and you know that greater productivity is a thing that you need to unlock health, if either of these three things describe where you're at right now, stick around because I've got good news for you. So let's talk about this. The first part of the strategy is keeping a working notebook. Now, a working notebook is not a couple of things. It's not just a random notebook where you write down random things. It's also not necessarily a calendar. And your working notebook is also not a planner. It's a combination of all three of these things that's devoted to a specific purpose. Part of the effectiveness of a working notebook means that you're keeping every single thing in the same place. And if you're analog, it never runs out of battery. You don't have to worry about updates. There's not a problem with syncing it between your tablet and your computer and your phone. It's right there when you need it all the time, and it's fully fleshed out form. And what I love about the working notebook is there's also a cognitive benefit to writing things down. Something happens inside of our neurological process that causes for us to remember it and also go back and find and retain it. Writing things down just helps us to work better, and the working notebook philosophy keeps up with all of that. And when I say a working notebook, when I say it's not a random notebook or a calendar or a planner, it's actually all of those things. Your working notebook is where you do all of your work. It's your ministry organization, your planning, your strategy, your meeting notes, your daily plan, weekly plan, monthly plan, quarter plan, year plan, all of it. And it's also the place where you're doing all of your sermon work. It all is in one place. And the great thing is, because this is a template-based strategy, you're not tied to what somebody might have decided in a place far away with the ministry that's very different from yours, what you need to get your work done. You're in 100% control of what the working notebook does. And also, your working notebook can look like anything you might want it to look like. You can keep these things in a digital tablet of some sort. You can make it as simple or as complex as you want it to be or as you need it to be for that season of work. You can keep it in a 3-ring binder. You can do what I do, and you can comb bind it. You also can use a ring binding, or if you're really, really crazy, you can just carry a stack of papers with a binder clip around it. But it will work regardless of how you choose to use it. And the strength of the working notebook system is the fact that it's template-based. That's what sets it apart from just a notebook full of random things or from buying a prepackaged planner from somebody else. It's entirely template-based. And templates are powerful. Templates are about repeated actions that lead to proven effectiveness. They're a system. That's all they are, is this collection of systems. And the beauty of templates is they can always be iterated and they can be revised upon as you make that template, that personal system for that specific task or action, is appropriate for your context as it needs to be. But the only problem with that is it might take you a long time to iterate and improve upon the different systems you might need, or you find yourself in a place where you're saying, wow, I need something to be done right now, ready for me, and I don't have 3 months to develop this as well as I can. That's where the benefit of the working notebook template pack comes, is I've got over 25 templates that I have iterated for 20 years that are part of this pack, that are ready to go, that you can use the day you get this pack. I've done all the heavy lifting for you, and you can use my heavy lifting as the starting plan for you creating your own template-based working notebook. And in addition to giving you these templates, I'm also going to teach you how I create templates so you can make your own templates that are 100% appropriate for your ministry and what those needs are right now. Part of the benefit of the working notebook system is the complete customization of it. If you are really not that busy and you only need a handful of these sorts of templates, you can make a pretty simple working notebook. I always put blank sheets of paper in mine as well, so whatever happens, I have the space to take notes if I don't have a template that's necessarily appropriate for that situation. You can build out whatever you need, and you can go ahead and put it inside of your working notebook. You might decide that you're going to print out all of the passages that you're preaching for that month and include those in your sermon planning section because you want to be able to mark them all up and do all those things and not have to worry about, did I bring the right Bible with me to where you're working that day? If once you understand this methodology, you will find situations where I do not have a template available for you. And the great thing is you can go and customize and develop one on your own. It's the benefits of this customization that are the strengths of the working notebook system. It allows you to create the absolutely best, most appropriate planner for your exact ministry context and situation, regardless of what your job is. If you work as a senior pastor, we've got you covered. If you're a youth pastor, we've got you covered. If you're in church communications, it's there. If you're a music director, a worship leader, whatever it is, there are pieces here that you can use. This is not a stringent system. This is me teaching you how to get this started and giving you enough resources off the top of things to be 100% dangerous. This could change things for you. I would just encourage you to, buy this working notebook template system and become part of the larger productive pastor community and conversation. There's thousands of ministry leaders that are working together to find healthy ministry through strategic productivity. And there's a lot of cool folks that have come up with stuff that's even cooler than what I have done. And now you get to be a part of that.